Today we're going to be doing a review on the Zyltech PLA. Is it worth the buy and how well does it print? We'll find out. Hey everybody, my name is Vijay and welcome to Santube 3D, your best resource for all things 3D printing related. This channel is all about helping all the newcomers to the 3D printing community from how-to, troubleshooting, and product reviews like we're going to do today. Before we get started, just to let you know, this is not a sponsored video, guys. I paid for all this PLA on my own with my own money. So I'm going to give you the best review that I can possibly give you. So let's go ahead and get started. So when you purchase a box of the Zyltech PLA, this is the box that you get, and this is what it comes in. Very simple with just their logo right in the front. The best places you can buy this is on eBay. That's the lowest prices I've seen so far, or you can actually go to their website. So I actually bought this off a recommendation off my Facebook group, Santube 3D. And I just wanted to give it a shot because a lot of people were saying this is the cheapest filament that they found, and it gives you the best quality for the price. Okay, so I just wanted to take a look at it and see for myself how it works. So of course I opted for the white, the black as you can see here. The pink I have not printed yet because this is something I'm going to print for my daughter down the line. So when you open the box itself, it's actually clearly labeled, and it looks like someone actually labeled it by hand, where it says PLA right there as you can see. And so once you order this PLA and it comes to your door, it comes in this box like I said with just their logo in the front. I got the pink PLA here, the black, and the white as you can see. I haven't printed with the pink yet, but the white and black came out good so far. Everything looks like it's inspected by hand. You can actually see check marks on there. It's a 1.75 millimeter, and of course it is PLA, and then they put the sticker of the color that it's at. So once we open this up, now this is the one thing that I really liked about this particular filament that I haven't seen. They go into a little bit of detail. This is kind of like a spec sheet. This basically just goes over the spool itself, the color, and it actually tells you what settings to print them at. As far as if you're printing PLA, what should your temperature be? What should the printing speed be, and what the bed temperature should be. And they also have one for ABS and PETG as well. But I thought that was kind of pretty cool, just helpful tips for people who have never worked with this PLA. At least you know where to start from and you have a good base and you can work your way up from there. So besides that, that's all the information on there, and at the bottom you'll find bulk purchasing, which I showed you earlier. The more you buy, the cheaper it is, and then they give you free delivery on that as well. So with that said, the PLA itself comes bubble wrapped, which is pretty good. They have their logo just simply labeled right there. As you can see, it's very well packaged. It's very, it's very airtight. So they sealed it pretty well. And one cool thing I like about here is like they have their spool where you can actually see the filament. Why I like this is because when I'm actually printing with PLA, I would like to know how much I have left without actually having to walk over every time. So I can actually see from a distance how much I've actually printed and what is left. So the PLA itself, just basic stuff. Right on the label, you got the name in the front and the back. You just got the 1.5, 1 kg, which is 2.2 pounds, I believe. And it just says 3D filament PLA. That's all it says on there. So I use this PLA here on many different types of machine. I've printed on the CR10, the CR10S, the NE Cubic, the Ender 3, the AlphaWise U20, the AlphaWise U30, and they all tend to give me roughly the same result based on the profile that I'm printing with. And they were all similar profiles, or should I say they were exactly the same profile. So these are some of the few prints that I've had. So I have been printing with this for a while. This was my very first print, and this one didn't come out that well, so I had to kind of make some adjustments off of it, which is the Hulk. And then I printed a lot of Fortnite stuff for my buddy's kid. Now, I don't really play it, so I don't know the names of these by hand, so excuse me if I get them wrong. I believe this is the Loot Llama, which came out pretty well. I don't really see any issues with it. This one is the Dark Knight, I believe. Came out very well. I'll give you more detailed shots in a minute, but printed that one. We got the Boogie Bomb, the Common Bomb, and of course I had to try and reprint my Titan from Destiny, that the game I play. This one I actually sanded it down. I really didn't think I was gonna make a video on this, but I was really impressed with the quality that I got. I decided to. But this is Sergeant Winter that you see here, and then I have no idea who this guy's name is, and then I printed some stuff for my Destiny, which is the Fallen Captain. This is just the body part. I'll give you a few zoom in shots in a minute. And this was my latest print. This is the wine hand for my wife that I printed that she wanted to put in the kitchen. So this is straight off the printer, guys. I have not done any work to it except for these two here. I don't believe I've touched anything else as far as sanding. So these two we won't take a look at, but let's take a closer look at these prints here. So this was my very first print right here, guys. The Incredible Hulk. As you can see, you do see some layering issues there. I had a few issues with the support, but I think that was just due to settings. But the overall quality of it, not too bad, I gotta say. But as time went on, I printed the Boogie Bomb, or the Common Bomb. As you can see here, this one actually came out very decent. Of course, I just gotta do a little bit of cleaning there, but if you notice, not bad at all. This is the other part of it. This is the white. Then of course, like I said, I printed the Titan from Destiny. As you can see, not too shabby there. Okay. And then this one, surprisingly, this was not printed on the CR10, came out very well. I mean, for something I didn't even have to do anything besides just remove the supports. I mean, I thought this thing was great the way it came out, as you can see. And the thing that I'm very happy with is the hand. If you notice this thing, besides a little bit of zitting that I have right there, I mean, and this is all printed at 0.2 millimeter, guys, not 0.15 or 0.1. This was all 0.2. So if you notice this one came out beautifully. I mean, I really don't have any issues with this. I just had a little bit of stringing right there, and I think that's because I've never really worked with this filament too much. This is my first time, so it's actually working out pretty well, I gotta say. And then besides that, we just had the little llama that you see right here, and the Boogie Bomb. This one didn't come out that well. You can actually see some visible layering, but again, I was gonna sand that down anyways, so I didn't see a big concern on that. Then we have the trigger for that. Now, the Sergeant Winter, I believe this guy's name is. This one came out pretty well too. If you notice all the details, even the hair in the back, I just sanded this down, but I just had to show you that. Everything came out pretty well. I mean, there's really nothing I can say bad about it as of this point. This one came out pretty well as well. This is the Fallen Captain chest piece, and I didn't have to do any prep work on this one. I mean, if you just look at how smooth the back is, I mean, that's just amazing. And then the very last one to show would be this one right here. I actually ran out of the filament, so I went from white to black on this one. But there you are, guys. These are all the prints that I've done so far with it, and a few others which I already gave away. Like I said, I wasn't intending to make this video, but I was really impressed with the PLA at the price that it was at. So my recommendation would be great PLA for the price. Can't go wrong with it. GoPro, stop recording. So as you can see, the print quality is not bad. It's very decent for the price that you pay for these filaments, which I mentioned earlier to you. This filament here printed consistent all throughout on all printers. With the same profile, like I said, once I had the printers adjusted correctly as far as like tuning it, all my prints came out roughly about the same. I don't really see much of a difference, but on the CR10, for some reason, it seemed to print just a little bit better. Why? I have no idea. It had the exact same settings as the other printers did, but this is the one that just came off the CR10, and this thing is amazing. I mean, it just came out flawlessly. Now, the only thing I would say is if you're looking for a filament where you can print and just use it right off the bat without doing any prep work as far as sanding or things along those lines. I probably wouldn't recommend this filament here. I would probably recommend this filament for like larger prints where you're actually going to be doing a little bit of work. On small figurines, it's not a big deal because you're going to just paint it anyway as long as there's no damages on it, which I didn't really see here. But I would definitely use this for larger prints like this one that you see here, or even the ones that you've seen in the past that you've seen me do, such as the sword or the actual life-size prop for Destiny, which was the Ural's gift. I would definitely recommend using this PLA for that. But again, if you're going to do a little bit of prep work, this is amazing filament, especially at the price that is listed. That you cannot go wrong with it. Before we end this video, guys, I just want to take the time out to thank all the people that supported the channel, to my Patreon supporters out there. And for those of you that are considering supporting the channel, we would be greatly appreciated. You can always buy us a coffee or help us monthly on patreon.com. If you have any questions, comments, and concerns, guys, go and leave it down below. You know I get back to every single one of you guys. If you have worked with Zyltech PLA before, let me know down below what you think of it. Is this something that you like? Did you have the same experience as me, or it just didn't work out for you? Let's go and post that down there, and then I will get back to you, and we'll see what you think of it, and maybe I can pass that information out to the community as well. So with that said, guys, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, go and subscribe. If you liked today's video, go and give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, hey, you know, give it a thumbs down. It is what it is. And with that said, guys, good luck and happy printing.